interesting stage. I'm pretty sure it's like Arizona's favorite starter stage. I may be mistaken, but I know somewhere loves it weirdly enough.
I do not like the stage. But that's just a personal preference. It's just that Tower of Heaven is always going to be my niche pick for everything.
yeah.
Just because of the track alone. And just because of that, seeing a Nair actually going to come out by Elliana, elkiies losing their first stock right from the get-go.
Yeah, elkiies, she's going to be doing a really good job here of getting good edge guard situations and making sure that Elliana isn't able to recover with the abundance of options and decent amount of disjoint. Synthesis, though, kind of shutting me up there, ending the combo quite stylishly with that upstrong.
Yeah, commanding lead by Synthesis as well. Trying to get elkiies as soon as possible. Surviving a lot more that time, using fair, try to spike them downwards. Let's see what Synthesis can continue on to do to apply that pressure. Make sure that elkiies does not get going.
Yeah, Synthesis is doing a really good job of holding on to this first stock. Right now, 3 stocking elkiies. Elkiies is 1 stock. Not able to get much started. There it is, though. A nice tether confirm there. Tether forward air is a very, very reliable combo from able to hit, and we'll probably see a lot of it over the course of the set since no combo for so long on such a heavyweight character.
Yeah, Synthesis is doing a lot better job of not getting so much overheat and just using the steam clouds just to avoid any type of pressure that elkiies is actually trying to throw out for them. So a really good recognition by them overall. See, actually when elkiies is gonna try to go somewhere, they always throw out those steam clouds just to get those multi-hits in and just get confused as much as possible.
Yeah, right now without a parry, that mine's gonna stay there for a while, and Synthesis can get a pretty free confirm off of it as long as he manages to land a nice confirm. Maybe right here, just gonna be a simple down tilt 1 and 2 into up air. Scary situation though is the snake. elkiies cleans it up 150% on this little raccoon. We're gonna see if he can make a bit of a comeback against Synthesis maybe.
See if Synthesis can actually keep some composure, but now it's elkiies' turn to actually put the gas into the pedal. Trying to go as fast as possible. 99% now onto Elliana, just all the way up to 104. And actually trying to go for that and cracking the whip forward strong. Not quite going to be enough after 139% now. Up air is going to miss the mark, but that should be it. elkiies making the comeback of the night.
Yeah, to elkiies' delight, she manages to pull that game right up from the ground and close it out against Synthesis. Synthesis probably a little shaky right now after losing that 3-stock lead, but nonetheless, definitely clearly showing that he's capable of taking quite the lead against elkiies and possibly even closing out a game. So hopefully that's what we'll see this set or this game.
Yeah, using Spirit Tree this time. A little bit of a shorter stage. Platforms are going to be a little bit on the side as well. See who's going to take advantage of recovery's options, or rather the smaller stage overall.
Yeah, killing off the side here is going to be definitely what elkiies wants to do, kind of with either down strong or forward air, just making it that much harder for Synthesis to DI her moves. Synthesis doesn't get a decent amount out of this stage. More places to land really with the up special as the snack out of mech, but I guess we'll see what Synthesis is going to make out of it. I don't know too much about this stage or why Elliana would pick it.
So trying to move a little bit more, 125%, and up strong is not going to be enough, but the pretty much charged up missile, as we've seen overheat one of the few times where Synthesis going for an offensive option is actually going to cost elkiies the first stock. And responding back rapidly with a nair after getting tethered onto Elliana. Good job so far. Actually, we move to the sides. Fair gonna send him downward. Very precarious situation done by Elliana. See Synthesis actually trying to recover safety, but elkiies is not letting up, moving left and right, up and down. 97% onto the snake on the mick. Unfortunate SD actually done by elkiies. Maybe a little bit of a lag spike there. Not that coming as we have rollback netcode. Nevertheless, things that do happen, a little bit of an error in execution. 116% actually trying to move out of the way. Imperative is going to be to get some extra credit in, but 3% only onto elkiies. Definitely not enough for Synthesis as we see and trying to force that game 3.
That's very scary right now for Synthesis, because I bet he's getting war flashbacks right now from last game where elkies was able to take the last stock that she had and just bulldoze Synthesis over. That's what we're seeing right now actually with those nairs, about 4 of them just carrying across the stage. Now elkies has the percent advantage and goes for a nice forward air there. Synthesis going to be forced up B, gets a nice little missile though, cleanly makes it back on stage. Scary percent out of B out of Synthesis, because a good confirm from elkies will just kill you.
And that was good recognition and a beautiful snipe done by Synthesis. We're seeing a differential of only 4% now, expanding to 10. Forward strong by Synthesis. Gonna close it out that time, recovering nicely and forcing that game 3.
Yeah, Synthesis is definitely showing he's strong enough of a player to take at least a game off of elkies. He'll honestly go into this next game, as long as he manages to get that early lead that he's known for so far, I'm sure he can take this set, but elkies, the comeback potential is always going to be there, so it's good. It's definitely going to be scary at the very least to try and get this game out.
Moving to Fire Capital this time. A lot more space is going to be the name of the game by elkies, and maybe a lot more survivability too. Game number 3. Let's see what's going to happen now.
Elkies starting out very strong in the edge guard here so far. But Synthesis keeping the percents even enough now in his own edge guard situation. Never mind, both these players just kind of not allowing the other to edge guard them very hard. Just kind of getting back to stage pretty quickly, pretty much for free. And we're seeing a lot of on-stage play more than anything, which is really what kind of Maypul wants. To get a nice hit on stage and then convert it into something off stage. Good hit though from Synthesis there, able to close out their first stock, taking the early lead that we know him for.
We got rapid momentum done by Synthesis. Just staying back a lot more as we see elkies just trying to get something going. And this gives the possibility of the counter pick in itself. elkies actually wants more survivability, but now Elliana is finding different ways to actually move around the Maypul, so it could be a little bit troublesome.
Be troublesome, but Synthesis kind of showing he doesn't really mind that all too much, getting a 72% extra credit on elkies' second stock, keeping a nice lead. We'll see how he moves into the second stock here with elkies.
Trying to go for it again one more time, and Lily's going to be parried that time. 88% now, throwing out the missiles for 90. elkies actually sending Elliana to the side. Synthesis tries to recover upwards. Remember, the steam is almost there. Overheat is going to be the name of the game, but manages to recover safely on the mix-up.
Yeah, good waveland there from Synthesis actually, getting past elkies, just kind of skirting every option that she had. Gonna have to up B here again though at some point. Nice air dodge. Cleanly gets past elkies now though at 135%, kind of scary.
Yeah, elkies maintaining that stage control, and it's definitely going to be the tether forward air by Maypul to close out that stock. Moving a little bit more
Could
on
be a
the side.
death.
Oh my god. Multi hits that time, not quite gonna get the command grab, but 140%. Nothing to sniff at, especially if you're Maypul. Jab bite, not quite gonna be enough. Again, Fire Capital, the name of the game, survivability. Exactly what elkies wants.
Oh, for certain. Elkies now living at 147%. Very scary percent for her to be at, because now things like forward air, up air might not confirm into each other. You don't get those free kills off of such stray options. Oh, wow. I love up air into, I assume, jump cancel up B. Closing out that stock for Synthesis, not quite ready. Synthesis, though, definitely did a pretty good job of holding his own. I liked it at the very least.
Yeah, it was a very competitive set overall, but elkies takes it and qualifies for top 8.
Yep, and that's the end of... Yeah, that's the end of our block, so thank you, Chopper, very much for joining me on commentary today. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a really nice time as well, and we will see you for top 8.
Good luck to all the players.
Yeah.